What's the deal, world? I go by the name of Biz Billa. We are back with BYC Gaming. Bring your controller. Here we are with episode number 27 of the New York Yankees franchise series, and we are here live from beautiful Comerica Park in Detroit, Michigan, taking on the 48 and 83 Detroit Tigers. Just to give you a little spin back of the previous couple games we haven't streamed in a few days as far as MLB is concerned. We just took 2 out of 3 from the Tampa Bay Rays. Now this is game 2 in Detroit. Tampa Bay, we were on the road for that series as well. But in game 1 against the Tigers, we'll be talking about here in this first inning, it was a great game. Actually, the reason I'm streaming now, I was not going to stream the Tigers series. Figured we'd probably beat up on them and walk away with a victory. But the Tigers put on a really good performance. We had to get a 2-out 9th inning rally as we are now underway with the first pitch from Matt Manning. We had to get a 2-out 9th inning rally, which was led by a home run from Oswaldo Cabrera, a 3-run home run. We were trailing 5-7, ended up winning that game 8-6. Clay Holmes shut the door, picked up the save. Montecasio picked up his 4th win of the season. But now on to today, we're facing Matt Manning. Right now he's down 2-1 in the count to our leadoff hitter, Harrison Bader, who has been very solid all season. Aaron Judge got yesterday's game off, if I'm not mistaken. So he will be here today. He's also got that long hitting streak going. He will be on deck here as Gleyber Torres steps up with Harrison Bader on first. Nobody out here early on in the first. So I don't know how everybody feels about Comerica Park as a stadium. Obviously, I've never been there. I've only been able to watch it on TV and here in the show. It's something about this stadium that I really, really like, man. It feels like it's right there in the midst of Detroit. You know what I mean? Like in the heart of the city. You got a lot of things related to the history of the Tigers, stretched out throughout the ballpark, as we now have a 1-2 count on Torres. I am now putting Comerica Park on my list of stadiums that I want to see this year. Right now, my plan is to go to PNC Park, check out those Pirates. Hopefully they play the Mets during a good time of the year where I can enjoy the weather, enjoy the Allegheny. You see what I'm saying? Right now, I'm enjoying that contact from Torres, although it will go foul. 2-2 count now. Bader on first, of course, a stolen base threat. The count to Torres. Hit the center field. Center fielder will be under it, recover it. And that is the first out here in the top half of the first. So here's a guy that, most of the story has been about Aaron Judge, who's right now on a Triple Crown chase. But Anthony Rizzo, 29 for 86 at the box, batting .337 in the last month, .308 for the season. He has been unbelievably solid. And when it comes to solid, this man has been everything above solid. Aaron Judge leads the league in average, home runs, RBIs, hits, runs scored. This has been an absolutely dominant season from the Yankees outfielder, and right now he is in the midst of a 22-game hit streak as Manning checks in over at first base with Harrison Bader. You can almost guarantee a hit when Judge comes to the plate, but just for the offset chance that he may get walked here, we're going to keep Bader put at first base, and we're not going to move him around too much. Okay, that slider's going to hit on the outside. 2-1 count here to Judge. Manning very concerned with Bader, as you can tell by the short stretch. This time we get a regular stride, and we also get a check swing from Aaron Judge now. 2-2 count. All right, Judge going to step out of the box. First at bat of the day here for Judge. The Yankees right fielder looking to get things going early. That's one thing we have done very well in probably our last 5 games or so. We've definitely got on the board early. Ooh, that was very close on the fastball. I actually thought that was a ball, but umpire thought otherwise. I definitely didn't swing, and I probably should have just let loose and let a swing go off because that was good swing timing on that pitch. Either way, that is the second out here. As Rizzo fouls off the curve. 0-1 count now. So you see Rizzo second on the team in total hits. The crowd can chant overrated as much as they want, but 40 home runs and nearly 100 RBIs says otherwise. Ooh, that one's in the dirt. But still picked up. Is that Eric Haas back there? That's a great throw. Either way, that is the end of the inning. So I can't lie. One thing, Harrison Bader does have 40 steals, but he's also got caught stealing quite a lot. And there's another example of just that. But on the mound for the Yankees today, one of their many Cy Young nominees potentially, Gerrit Cole, 12-4 on the year, 2.90 as far as the ERA is concerned. Very good whip. And he will start things off against Javi Baez, former New York Met, even if short-lived. I'm gonna be honest, as a Met fan, when we got Baez, bro, I felt as if there was nothing that baseball could do with that infield, bro. There was nothing I was going to get past Frankie Lindor or Javi Baez. I just kept looking forward to all of the double plays that were going to be churned, but it didn't turn out that way. I'm very satisfied with what we got in the infield right now. Jeff McNeil, you know what I'm saying? Brett Beatty. Speaking of which, as Baez slaps this one down the first baseline, Rizzo makes a play and tosses it over to Cole for the first out. But also speaking of, before we do that, let's take a look at the lineup for the Detroit Lions. They were very solid, especially Kerry Carpenter. They were very, very solid in their last game against us. I think they had about 13 hits in that game. We'll double back and check that later. But as I was saying, we talk a lot about, you know, the real life Yankees and comparing them to the counterparts of what's happening here on the show this season here on BYC Gaming. We took two of their good players. The Yankees did at the Mets. Some Yankee fans might not agree with those players being called good, but Luis Severino and Harrison Bader, we got Harry Bader. You know what I mean? I think those are two good pickups for us. I think what happens, though, is when you have a season, or an off season, I should say, where we got a base hit the opposite way for Riley Green. When you have a season where Shohei Ohtani goes to the Dodgers, and when Juan Soto now comes over to the Bronx, it's not really that impressive in the grand scheme of things that we got Harry Bader or Luis Severino. But I do think those will be two moves that will help us improve. I'll say that. I think we'll improve compared to last season. You know, we did have Scherzer and Verlander, but they didn't look like themselves until they got back out to Texas. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Right now we're facing Akil Baddoo. He is down 0-2 in the count.
Inside, ball one.
Count now moves to 1-2. Cole now tries to hit one low in the bottom of the zone, but it misses. Right now, hold on. Wartvet makes a good throw, and that's very close. Wild pitch there. Going to lead to Riley Green advancing to second. And now we got a full count here. So we kill Badu. Badu slaps that cutter down the first base line and into foul territory. Shout out to my man Akil out in QUE, another ENS. That's right there. This Akil is going to draw the walk. As it's now 2 men on with 1 man out. I was getting ready to give Carpenter some credit for how he cooked us in the last game. But right there, he's going to ground into the 6-4-3 double play. And the Yankees make it out of a potentially threatening moment. And we headed to the top of the second.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
So in comes a man who's had somewhat of a resurgence in his career this season. 308, 40-plus home runs, getting closer to 100 RBIs if he doesn't have it already. Anthony Rizzo stepping into the box. That was a very good two-seamer to hit right there. Instead, he will look at it for strike 2. Rizzo, of course, a name that rings many bells in the Midwest. Winning that title with the Chicago Cubs. Because now we've got another fastball. This one misses upstairs. 2-2 count now to the all-star first baseman. 3-2 count now. Rizzo in a tough spot. He easily could have won himself a platinum glove this season as he slaps one the opposite way. That's going to be extra bases. But Rizzo had a chance at a platinum glove, but I think he had 1 error for sure. I want to say maybe 2 in a week, but I think it was just 1. I might be overreacting. But either way, that error has knocked him down to 3rd in Gold Glove as far as first basemen are concerned in the American League. I think he's behind Ryan Mountcastle. I can't remember the other name. As right now, Giancarlo Stanton steps into the box. Another player that has been absolutely consistent when it comes to driving in runs, hitting with runners in scoring position. This is a Giancarlo Stanton of old. And we couldn't have had him come back to shining at a better point in the season. Right now, he's got Rizzo on second, representing the go-ahead run. 2-0 count. This one slapped the opposite way, and it may be hit hard enough for Rizzo to come on home and give the Yankees a 1-0 lead as Giancarlo Stanton continues his hot hitting, knocks one the opposite way, and puts the Yankees up early against these Detroit Tigers. So, as I said in the previous game, we got off to a quick start, but man, the Tigers really answered every attack that we had in that game. And this is the man that broke it open in that game, and he may have just done that right here. We're going to hold Stanton at third because he's not much of a speed demon. And with that said, just like that, there are 2 runners on with nobody out. 27th double on the season for Oswaldo Cabrera. Cabrera has been absolutely tearing it up this season from pretty much from wire to wire. There hasn't been many points of the season where he's been cold. And speaking of another man that has been anything but cold as of late, Austin Riley steps into the box. Now batting .254 on the year, 28 home runs, 71 runs batted in. Right now he has a chance to bring in some more runs for the Yankees here in the second. Good job waiting for that one to come to him. I was going to go ahead and test the arm of the left fielder, the right fielder. Kind of wishing I did. The throw's a little bit off, but nonetheless, Austin Riley drives in another run, and he continues his hot hitting as the Yanks now go up 2-0 on Matt Manning and the Tigers. Connor Falefa now steps into the box. He's another hitter who has been trending upwards as of late. We'll take a ball on the outside. 35 ribbies on the year with a 698 OPS for the 2020 Gold Glove winner. 1-0 count here to Kiner-Falefa. Probably should have been a little more patient with that, but looks like that's going to drop in. A little surprising right there. I thought that one was going to be caught by Jonathan Scope, but instead it drops into the outfield. And just like that, the Yanks go up 3-zip here. Let's take a look at that again. Kiner-Falefa just making some contact right there, just trying to put it in play. And by him doing that, it falls in and drops. As now the Yanks lead 3-0. Still no outs. Ben Wortvet up to the plate. Another player has been very solid in his backup role to Kyle Higashioka. Higashioka, of course, was splitting time with Jose Trevino the majority of the season, but Trevino was moved in the deal with Josh Donaldson that brought us Austin Riley. Like I said, Wortvet has been very solid in this role right here. Need a little bit of a better at bat. 3 pitches and he's gone. First out of the inning for Detroit. Here's a man who's been very impressive. 61 runs scored, 40 stolen bases. Harrison Bader steps into the box. Ooh, nasty curveball. Bader way too late on that one. 0-1 count here. Bader making solid contact. This should be deep enough to tag Austin Riley from third. Cabrera going to cut it off. And we've now got a 4-0 game. As this may be one of our last times playing against Miguel Cabrera. If I'm not mistaken, the Tigers are going to come to Yankee Stadium next week, if I'm not mistaken. I think we got the Brewers, the Astros, and the Tigers coming up on the schedule. It's Gleyber Torres up to the plate now with 2 outs. Kiner-Falefa takes a lead. Manning tries to keep him honest there by throwing back to first base. 0-1 count still. Wow, very generous location there from the umpires. We now have an 0-2 count on what should have been a ball. Torres, another one who's been swinging a hot bat ever since we've gotten into August. Looking to keep this inning alive here. 1-2 count, 43 pitches now from Manning. Count now even. Gleyber Torres, along with I'd say Aaron Judge, probably the 2 best hitters on the team when it comes to working the count either back in their favor or even full. And that's exactly what Torres does there. We got a full count now. Judge is on deck. Kiner-Falefa will be in motion. 2 outs in the second. Thought about giving that one chase, but it's going to miss outside on the bottom of the zone. And now, wow, very, very surprising. I don't think we've done that in a long time. We have now knocked out Matt Manning before even getting through 2 full innings pitched. Wow. And Eduardo Rodriguez is going to be in the game now for the Tigers, and he is going to be coming to us from the left side of the mound. Judge steps in. He's got 2 men on, 2 men out. We are in the second. 92-mile-per-hour fastball hits the top of the zone for a strike. Judge also leading the AL in slugging percentage. Right now, Rodriguez having fun with the top of the zone. I don't know if you want to flirt with that area against Judge. And he flirted up there just a little too long, and Rodriguez comes in the game, and his results are no different than what we've been seeing from Matt Manning. Aaron Judge extends the hitting streak, drives in 2 runs. Nearly had a chance at a triple there. But that's a good job by the right fielder, Parker Meadows, to chase that one down. As you see Judge making good contact. That has been the story of his season. As we'll take one more look at the hit from Judge. This has been the story of his season, man. I mean, truthfully. Trying to get the perfect look. We'll zoom in a bit. Let's see. Just a great swing there from Judge as we take a look at it one more time. I mean, his timing is impeccable. Where he puts the bat on the ball, like all of the above, bro. We have got nothing but the best from Aaron Judge this season as he easily works his way towards another MVP season. All right, let's get back to baseball. Judge now on second. 6-0 Yankees as they have opened the floodgates here in the 6th. As we have batted all the way around, now Anthony Rizzo steps up to the plate. He doubled in this inning with a chance to keep the inning alive and drive in Judge. Fastball going to miss on the outside. Rizzo, of course, second on the team in ribbies behind the man on second. Can he drive him in here? 1-1 count.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
That's a great pitch right there. Count is now 3-2. Rizzo going to step out of the box. Make Rodriguez think about it. Rodriguez has been hanging around the middle part of the zone. Let's see if he can throws one here. Ooh. He throws it upstairs. Probably could have made contact with that. Thought it was going to hit the outside part of the plate. Instead, it's in there for a strike. What a difference an inning can make. No hits, no runs in the first. The second inning followed up with 6 runs on 6 hits. And it's now a 6-zip lead.
The right fielder,
Just to correct myself, that is Austin Meadows, not Parker Meadows. And Austin will take strike 1. Former All-Star, playing in right field today. Gerrit Cole going back to work.
Yep, that ball went out.
Now dealing with a 1-1 count. Ricky Holiday is today's umpire. Behind the plate.
That's ball 2.
So you see on the bottom of the screen, Adam Duvall had himself a day versus the Astros. 5 RBIs as the Red Sox beat the Astros. All right, we got a 2-2 count here to Meadows. That knuckle curve going to miss. I'm going to go ahead and come with the cutter right here. As Eric Haas is on deck. This one grounded. Nice backhand by Torres. And just like that, there is one gone here in the second.
the catcher,
Eric Haas steps into the box, catcher for the Tigers. I got a lot of love for Eric Haas. I had him in what I believe was my best fantasy season in on Yahoo. Little fantasy baseball. Shout out to the Quarantine League. Now going, what, 4 or 5 years strong. I'm actually gonna blog this for the channel. We should be headed to Cooperstown for the draft of our fantasy baseball league, so I'm gonna make sure that I find a way to get myself up there to Cooperstown to enjoy that with the bros. Shout out to Hannibal King. I may know him from doing some of my tracks, some of my production. That's my boy right there, my brother from another mother. Blood wouldn't make us no closer. Well, we got a lot. You hear me? A lot of new music coming as Eric Haas takes a seat right there, swinging through the changeup for strike 3. But yeah, me and Hannibal got a lot of new music on the way. Also, if you guys do want to see more vlogs like that, like, you know, when I go to Cooperstown and stuff like that, because we got a real good response from the Super Bowl vlog. We also had the Hawks playoff Eastern Conference watch party that got some good views. We got the college football Hall of Fame videos. You know, it's some. I could do more videos like that if you guys would like that. But for now, hopefully we do more video of Stanton, Cabrera, and Riley doing damage coming up in the 3rd.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
So there's only one man in baseball who has been walked more than Giancarlo Stanton, and his name is Shohei Ohtani. And I think Giancarlo just showed why. Home run to the opposite field, and the Yankees continue to pour it on here against the Tigers. 42nd home run of the year for Giancarlo. We very well could be looking at a season where 3 players hit 50 home runs. I don't know if that's been done on a single ball club before. So you see Stanton times it well. Looked like a fly ball for a moment, but gets over that 365 fence. It's only going to be 358, so it's probably a little bit closer in than that 365 mark. But Cabrera now steps into the box, takes a fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He doubled in his first at-bat. He, of course, was the player of the game in the previous game against Detroit with that game-winning 2-out 3-run bomb against the closer. Mind you, that was his only hit of the game, 1 for 5 on the day. And it couldn't have come at a better time. And right now, I think he just duplicated that. Boom! Back-to-back home runs here. And right now, this lefty, Eduardo Rodriguez, absolutely getting torn apart. 26 home run on the year for Oswaldo Cabrera. And the Yankees just continue to really pour it on to Detroit right now. 8-0 is the score. To me, Detroit is way better than their record shows. They just got to do a better job keeping that ERA down. Pitches like that will not do the job, as that is a shot. Austin Riley now steps into the box. There have been 2 batters in this inning, and there have been 2 home runs. 8-0 ball game. Riley singled in his first at-bat. We've had a lot of games where we've had offensive explosions, but I don't think we've ever gotten off to a start like this as far as the 2023 season is concerned. It's now Riley with a 1-1 count here against Rodriguez. And that one's going to go over Rodriguez's head, but the shift is going to be in place. Jonathan Scope going to make the play and retire the first out here in the top of the 3rd. So a little frustrating to ground into the shift right there, but that is only the first out of the inning. Now Connor Falefa stepping into the box. He's going to take a fastball upstairs for a strike. Kind of Falefa has been nothing but solid for us all season. Already driven in a run this game on a bloop just like this one. Although this one's going to fall into the glove of Kerry Carpenter. And I'll be the second out here in the 3rd inning. So Workvet steps into the box as now Rodriguez is somewhat calmed down here. in the third, retiring the last two batters.
1, no strike.
Jacob deGrom. I thought I was like cheesing and having too many strikeouts. I thought it was too easy at some point. I even upped the difficulty quite some time ago. But you know what's funny, bro? Real talk. Jacob deGrom is dominating, bro. There's nobody on my team that has anywhere near close the amount of Ks that Jacob deGrom has put on this season for the Texas Rangers. So that is a team that we have to be very wary of. We played some tough games against Texas in Texas earlier in the summer. Giancarlo Stanton was the star of that series. I think it was a 4-game set. All right, so Vortvedt going to pop this one up. Third baseman is going to get under it. And the Tigers are out of the inning, but not before Giancarlo Stanton goes oppo boppo. 358. And then Oswaldo Cabrera fouls up right after him, sending one into the Tigers bullpen. 8-0 Yankees.
Leading up for the Tigers, the third baseman, Nick Mehta.
Ball, that's down. One ball, one strike.
Pardon me, y'all. Had a quick phone call. All right, 1-1 count. We see Madden taking the curveball for strike 2. See, can we set him down on K's? Ooh, good change up. Good job staying alive there by the Tigers' third baseman. 1-2 count remains. 99-mile-per-hour fastball upstairs, and there's nothing he can do with it. All right, in comes a legend. We get to say that too often here. But Miguel Cabrera, 12-time All-Star, one of the greatest hitters to ever come out of South America. Just an absolute dominant hitter in every sense of the word. Of course, Miguel Cabrera acquired from Miami quite some time ago in 2007. I think he will have his jersey retired here in Detroit. Wow, how is that not a strike? That is a Legends strike zone right there. 2-1 count now. As Cole evens it up after the fastball is fouled off. All right, Cabrera finds himself here down in an even count here at the bottom of the lineup. In the bottom of the third. As he fouls that one off, stays alive. He had an RBI in the previous game. And right now he's trying to work himself on base here. Javi Baez is on deck. 3-2 count now to Cabrera, who hits this to the other Cabrera on the field in this game, Oswaldo. And they're now 2 outs.
The batter, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
All right, so in steps Javi Baez. He has yet to get himself a hit in this series against the Yanks. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Takes a nice changeup on the inside part of the plate. Very interesting. He's still a great fielder. 323 assists on the season. Good enough for top 5 in the American League. Right now, though, he is down 0-2. Cole looking to get out of this inning. And he does just that. Nasty slider. The hook sends Baez to the dugout. Yankees do back up, still leading in the 4th.
Leading off for the Yankees. The center.
And so, as you know, this is not John Shambi. This is not Chris Singleton. This is your boy Biz Billa, who reps BYC ENT. You were watching BYC Gaming, bring your controller. We got a lot of things popping coming your way in the next couple of months, so be sure to stay tuned. Keep locking in with us here at BYC Gaming. Now this one is shot to right field. Is it going to stay in the park? No, it will not. It will bounce in the field and then over the fence for a ground rule double. So now Harrison Bader starts the inning off, putting himself in scoring position. So now Gleyber Torres steps in, 0 for 1 on the day. Torres makes contact. This one's sent to left field. Kerry Carpenter going to be under it. And that'll be the first out here in the top of the fourth.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
All right, in steps Judge. Got his 110th and 111th RBI in his last at-bat. He extended the hit streak as well with that double. Now up to 23 games. I will see how long this goes. This is incredible. Of course, we all know the man with the plan, Lou Gehrig, has a team record. As it's now a 2-0 count to Aaron Judge. And there's the first strike of the at-bat. 2-1 count now. Eduardo Rodriguez still in the game. Now getting ready to hurl his 30th pitch, which will be upstairs, out of the zone. 3-1 count. Here to Judge. And Judge won't get a chance to plate Harrison Bader. Instead, Rizzo will step up with a runner on first and a runner on second. Rizzo 1 for 2 on the day. Got that rally started in the second inning. Wow, it was a good pitch to hit. Instead, it is swung on and missed. 0-2 count now to Anthony Rizzo. Ooh. Now, that's a good job of knowing the umpire. The umpire has been calling that a ball all day. Rizzo takes it for ball 1. Now the count even. 2-2 count. Ooh. That's actually similar to the pitch that got him early. That was a nice location on that fastball. I thought for sure that was going to go out of the zone. I'll be honest with you, may have actually been outside of the zone, but we will not put up an argument. As again, I can hear the crowd with murmurs of overrated, but 2 for 2 says otherwise. A home run and a single on the day. 5 for 7 in the series. I mean, if that's overrated, then what do you call the Detroit Tigers? So right now, 8-0 lead here for the Yanks. 0-1 count to Giancarlo Stanton. He's going to hit a weakly hit grounder right up the middle, and it's going to do enough to get Judge to third and to plate Harrison Bader. Giancarlo Stanton absolutely on fire, and he continues that with another base hit up the middle. It's now a 9-0 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Yankees nearly 20 games ahead of the second place Toronto Blue Jays, whereas the Detroit Lions are 27 games back of the Minnesota Twins, and they are already starting to look forward to the 2024 season. Rodriguez sends one at Cabrera. Cabrera sends it back to center field, but it will be caught and retired by the Detroit center fielder. Right now, it is all Yankees in Detroit.
Leading up for the Tigers, the center fielder, Riley Green.
Hey! 0-1's the count. Hey!
All right, so after the foul ball, we're now looking at an 0-2 count to Riley Green. Cole with the pitch. This one's going to be popped up to right field. Aaron Judge going to get under it. And that will be an out. Yankees getting closer and closer to an 100-win season. On top of that, if they can win tonight's game as well as tomorrow's, the Yankees will have won 9 consecutive series. Haven't won all the games in those series, but winning 9 series, very impressive for the Bombers. One of the GM goals is to win 10 series in a row, so we're getting closer to that. We've already won 20 games in this month. That was one of the GM goals, as this one's popped up to Austin Riley. And that will be the second out here in the 4th. That is something that maybe the last 3 years of MLB The Show, I've tried a little harder to knock out. I've done seasons with the Mets, the Blue Jays, the White Sox the last couple years. So I can definitely admit that chasing the GM goals has not always been important. Sometimes I don't finish the season. I'll finish this point as we get ready to go into the 5th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching.
All right, so we got a new pitcher on the mound, Matthew Boyd. If I'm not mistaken, he was in the last game. Had a so-so performance, but today they just need him to get outs and move this game along a little bit quicker as the Yankees lead 9-0 here at the start of the 5th inning. But as I was saying, GM goals weren't really always a thing to me because it's hard to finish an entire season in MLB The Show. And I'm one of these people that plays every single game, every inning, every pitch. I don't simulate anything. So we're here now in August. We got 100-plus games under our belt. Got about 30 plus left as far as the season is concerned. And we're going to push our way to the end of this season right up until MLB The Show 24 comes out. I want all you people to support us when we make our move to 24. Hope you all join us in that wave. We'll also be debuting a new series on WWE 2K24 as Kind of Falefa picks up a hit, and it is now runners on second and first with nobody out. But that's the series I'm probably most excited about to bring you guys. That WWE showcase is going to be stupid. Like, there's going to be some cool stuff with WrestleMania in that game, but our only focus, you hear me? I'm going to play the game at first, give it a review, do that kind of thing. But our main focus with 2K24 is to definitely bring y'all a new series. That's all I can tell y'all about it. I'm not going to say too much. I can also tell you that the #1 headband, a.k.a. King Arthur, somebody y'all regularly see here on this channel, he will be a part of that. So salute to him. He got some big things. He just accomplished some big goals this week. Shout out to the Brody, King Arthur. The #1 HB, headbanger. You heard? Shout out to my Brody. Right now, we got a 3-1 count here for Ben Vortvet. And he's going to get walked and head hit to first base. Bases are now loaded for the Yankees.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader. Now batting, second baseman, Labor Torres.
All right, so had another phone call right there, as you probably can tell. in the midst of that happening, Harrison Bader popped up to center field. Probably had a chance to bring Austin Riley home, but I didn't want to risk him getting thrown out. We already got a 9-0 lead. You know what I mean? Harrison Bader probably doesn't want to hear that, as he easily could have had an RBI right there. But nonetheless, it's a 2-0 count to the batter currently in the box, who is Gleyber Torres. We got one out, bases still full in the top of the fifth. And there you see Torres swings through one right there. Ooh. I thought that one was going to continue to fall out of the zone, but instead it hits the bottom part of the plate. 2-2 count here. Ooh, didn't want to swing at that at all, but had to defend the plate. Cabrera's going to make the catch in foul territory. And that will be the second out. This is probably the man you don't want to see in a situation like this. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Aaron Judge now stepping into the box. Let's see how Boyd approaches this at bat, because he easily could walk Judge. Wow. Unbelievable call right there. 68 walks on the year for Judge. As we take a look at the pitch repertoire for Matthew Boyd. And that swing right there is a microcosm of the fact that the umpire has a wide strike zone. 0-2 count. Wow. Can't blame anybody for that. Judge swings through strike 3, sat down on 3 pitches, and somehow they're able to get out of that inning.
Leading up for the Tigers, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
All right, here comes Austin Meadows to face Gerrit Cole. Gerrit Cole been solid all the way through. Good game being called by Ben Wortvet and Aaron Boone. Right now has led to a 9-0 lead as Austin Meadows puts good contact on this baseball. I don't know if Judge is going to be able to get there. He just misses a home run as well. 1-1 count now to Meadows. 2-1 is now the count. Cole, we're going to get back in this at bat. He's trailing. 3-1 count. Meadows going to foul off the fastball across the plate. And now Cole finds himself in a 3-2 count. Looking to assert his dominance here in the fifth. There it is. Beautiful cutter. Sets Meadows down. And now Eric Haas will step into the box. He's got 10 home runs, 35 RBIs on the year. Batting average could use some improvement at 233. But we hope that it doesn't happen in this at-bat. Haas, of course, coming over from Cleveland in 2020. Still trying to find his way on this young Tigers team. And right now, Cole having a little bit of trouble locating. I know that last pitch easily could have been a strike, but it was a preference call by Holiday, our umpire today. And because of that, Eric Haas is going to draw himself a walk.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jonathan Schoop.
And now stepping in the number 7 spot is number 7, Jonathan Schoop, as he takes the changeup. That should be a strike. Somehow the umpire doesn't call that a strike. I don't understand the strike zone in the least bit right now. Thankfully, this is one of those games where we are in full control. We don't have to worry ourselves with close calls because this umpire is all over the place. 1-2 count nonetheless to Jonathan Schoop, and he is sat down on strikes. Gerrit Cole doing a good job here. Let me just check really quickly. I'm curious to see how many strikeouts he has. Right now he's sitting on 5. All right, Nick Maton makes contact. He knocks this one into right field. Judge going to get it back into the infield into Austin Riley. And now the Tigers here threatening. They got a man in scoring position. They got a man on first. And they've also got their future Hall of Famer stepping into the box, Miguel Cabrera, looking to do damage here and keep this inning alive for Detroit.
Nope, that's a ball.
And there you can see that stat right there. 130 plus strikeouts for Cabrera on the season, which is tied for 5th worst in the American League. Right now, Cole, gotta respect the legend though. Can't just throw anything out there. Good cutter. Now let's see, can we get him to chase after this slider? 1-2 count. Cabrera able to foul it off. It will careen off the safety net. We now have a 1-2 count. Count now moves to even at 2. Here's a pitch from Cole. This one's going to be blooped into shallow right field. It should be enough to get the run home. That it will. And it's the first run given up today by Gerrit Cole. And who better to do it but the legend Miguel Cabrera as he gets the RBI single here. Second straight game with an RBI single here against these Yankees. Now here comes Javier Baez looking to continue the good fortunes here for the Tigers. 0-2 count now. In the bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. And there's that nasty hook from Cole, and it sets down Baez. Cole doesn't look too pleased with himself. Probably wanted the shutout. Instead, it's a 9-1 game. Rizzo, Stanton, and Cabrera do up.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Now, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to take out Rizzo, give him the rest of the day off. This is a 4-game set against Detroit. We just coming off of a 3-game set with no days off against Tampa. So let's give some of our guys some rest. So now Jose Miranda going to back clean up for the rest of today's game. 1-0 count as he steps in the pinch hit here in the 6th. That's one way we have preserved Anthony Rizzo. Before, in the early part of the season, it was Josh Donaldson subbing in as a first baseman. Then we picked up Riley, and eventually this guy, Miranda. We have definitely made sure to keep Anthony Rizzo fresh. It has played out in our favor so far. 2-1 count here to Jose Miranda. The fastball is going to miss upstairs. 3-1 count to the Yankees first baseman. He's going to draw himself a walk here to start things off in the 6th. And here comes Giancarlo Stanton up to the box. 2 base hits, a home run, as well as a pair of RBIs on the day for Giancarlo. That one's going to be upstairs. Going to be an 0-1 count here. I was this year's old when I found out Giancarlo Stanton is actually the son of former Yankee Mike Stanton. I had no idea. Very interesting fact right there. It's now an 0-2 count here. Stanton fouls that off to stay alive. Stanton has had some good games this season. It's got to be up there with them. See if he can make it a 4-for-4 day. I wanted to swing right there. I wasn't paying attention to the count right there, and because of that, Stanton holds up. He'll be looking at strike 3. Here comes Oswaldo Cabrera into the box.
Ball.
He takes a changeup on the inside part of the plate for ball one. Man on first. 1 out. And a 1-0 count. Man, there have been some generous calls as far as balls and strikes are concerned here in this ball game.
That's ball three.
That sinker misses low and away. Ooh.
2 strikes.
Swings through that one. Ooh, really hits him as the slider comes inside. Cabrera backs off of the plate. 3-2 count. That one was slapped to right field. Good catch by Meadows. And there are now 2 outs here. Let's look at the bottom of the scoreboard. The Mets currently up on the Texas Rangers. El Caballo hit his 15th home run of the season. And right now we got Austin Riley due up here in Detroit. 2 for 3 on the day. And he's going to put good contact on this baseball, but it should be caught in center field by Green. And now we'll retire this side for the Yankees. Due up is Riley, Baddoo, and Carpenter. We'll be back from Motown.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A defensive change for the Yankees. Now playing first base, number 52, Jose Miranda.
All right, stepping into the box here, we got Riley Green. He takes a hack at the first pitch sent to him. Judge has a long way to go, but he will easily trace that one down. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Once again, whether you're watching live or on the playback, we appreciate you tapping in this long with us here at BYC Gaming. I go by the name of Biz Billa. We appreciate everybody out there for rocking with us, as y'all do on a regular basis. We appreciate everybody out there. When it comes to the channel, you can be sure to check out, we just released the Super Bowl episode of the New York Jets season. We played against the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, as there are now 2 outs here. I just want to give a quick shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs, Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, you know what I'm saying, Isaiah Pacheco. Very, very, very strong performance all season long. Just being able to stay in the mix even when they were struggling. And they are the champions of the world. And hopefully we'll be champions at the end of the world. But right now we are currently winning this game 9-1 from Motown. All right, now stepping into the box with 2 singles to his name on the day, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. I will say Matthew Boyd has come into this game and kind of calmed things down for the Tigers. They have given up a few hits, but not nearly as many base runners as they have throughout the first half of this game.
That's ball two.
Right now, Kiner-Falefa looking at a 2-0 count. I wanted to give chase right there, and I held up because it looked like it was going to be a ball. They don't call me for the check swing, but they call that a strike. Boy, we can't wait to get out of this game. Green gives Hunt chase and hunts down that pop to center as there's now 2 outs. Excuse me, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Here comes Ben Wortvet, who says, "Don't count me out just yet." 0 for 2 on the day. He also has a walk.
That's a ball.
And he will take a fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Excuse me, ball 1. 1-0 count. Good contact, but even better play by Cabrera, who tosses it to Boyd, and there are now 2 outs in the top half of the
The
seventh.
center fielder.
But yeah, man, just to salute Detroit. I think I'm gonna try to plan a trip to Detroit this year, man. There's a lot of good battle rap events that be going down in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to add that more to the BYC Bringing You Classics YouTube page. Travel more when it comes to covering events and doing interviews. This year, we went to New York, put it down at Chrome 23, I Battle, Smack, Queen of the Ring. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of moving and shaking that still needs to be done this year, and I want y'all to tap in because we're gonna be doing a lot of that here at BYC, whether on the gaming side or on the hip hop side. We're gonna bring our podcast back very soon. Had to make some changes with that schedule, so hopefully y'all can be patient with us. We will have the podcast back up and running. Right now, our guys are running on the bases, but it will not matter. Meadows makes the catch, and we are headed to the seventh inning stretch in the Motor City.
Stretch. Leading up for the Tigers, the right fielder, Austin Meadows.
All right, so fresh out of the stretch, Austin Meadows gets a base hit in the center field. And I will start things off for the Tigers with a man on first, as they look to keep fighting in this game from beautiful Camara Park. Eric Haas, 0 for 1 on the day, but has drawn himself a walk. His better against lefties than righties. And right now, I think I need to go ahead and get some arms going in the bullpen. We'll go with Loizaga. Hopefully, Cole can get through this inning so we don't have to use any more bullpen arms. Oh, kind of Falefa. I was hoping that he would make that play, but instead, we now got 2 men on with nobody out. It's just a base hit for Eric Haas.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
And here comes Jonathan Scope into the box.
Ball, that's in.
Take a ball there. So Cole, again, I told you, I'm hoping he can get through this game so we don't have to make any type of subs here in the seventh. But right now, this is a challenging moment for Cole. 2 on, nobody out. But he now has the count working in his favor against Jonathan Scope. 2-2 count.
I got 3 and 2.
Gonna miss with the changeup on the outside part of the plate. Not sure if the runners are gonna move on this one. They will not. Cole gets another slow roller to kind of Falefa, and that's a nice double play turn. 6-4-3 to retire. 2 outs now in this seventh. So Nick Maton steps into the box. He's gonna blast one in the left field. Probably gonna be extra bases unless Judge can make a really good throw right here. Ooh, just barely. Will Nick slide in to second base with his 28th double on the season? The lefty with a good job putting that ball where nobody was. Judge had to chase that one down. Makes a good throw, but not in time. And now the Tigers are on the board here for the second time in today's ball game. And now here comes the man who drove in the other run for the Tigers, future Hall of Famer Miguel Cabrera. 203 batting average on the season. But his work has been done, not just here in Detroit, but among Major League Baseball, as this probably be his last season as a Tiger. We know he retired in real life. Try to get him with the knuckle curve. That one hit foul. 0-2 count remains. We're going to get him to pop up right here. Bader gets under it. And that will be the end of the seventh. Not before Nick Maton put a nice hit on the ball and move things along for the Tigers. They now have 2 runs, but they still trail by 7.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 68, Jason Foley. Leading off for the Yankees, the right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
All right, here comes Aaron Judge. He's got 1 hit on the day. That is enough to extend his hit streak to 23 games. Has been a very solid season for Aaron Judge. We'll see how long this hit streak continues. Yes, you heard it right. 23-game hit streak. And right there, he might have just added another hit. Is it out of the park? It is. Abo Boppo just barely getting over the fence, but hey, a home run is a home run. 349 on the distance, and that is the 49th home run of the game for of the year for Aaron Judge. It'd be wild if it was his 49th home run of the game. But the Yankees continue to dominate the Tigers here. It is now 10-2 in the 8th. That pitch probably wasn't, when Foley threw that pitch, he probably thought, okay, it's going to lead to a grounder. And if he is able to make contact, it'll just be a weak fly. It was a weak fly, but this stadium could not contain it as he hits it the opposite way into the tunnel. And the Yankees now go up 10-2. Aaron Judge continues to add on to what is looking like what will be a Triple Crown season. Jose Miranda, a guy who has visions and dreams of having those type of numbers sometime in the future, steps into the box. 1-0 count against him. Got nobody out here in the 8th. Count now moves to 2-0. I really wish more of my Yankee guys could pitch complete games, man. We can't seem to get even this far. You know, we've had a couple guys get into the 8th, but the 8th is probably as far as we usually push it, as that one's fouled off by Miranda. 3-1 count now. So Cole is scheduled to come back out, but more than likely I'll take him out for Loizaga. As then Miranda grounds into second base for the first out here in the top of the 8th. And here comes Giancarlo Stanton now into the box as he fouls that sinker off. 0-1 count here to the Bronx Bomber, who's had himself a great day. 3-for-4 on the day. Right now he is down 0-2. Right there, he's going to foul that one off. 0-2 count remains. Now I got the count to 1-2. Give me one. All right, pardon me for that delay. We've now got a 1-2 count here against Stanton. 1 out. Stanton makes contact with this. Will it stay in the park? That's the deepest part of the park. 412 standing behind Riley Green. And that will be the second out here in the top of the 8th. Here comes Oswaldo Cabrera. 2-for-4 in the day. Got himself a home run and a double. Thought about going with a pinch hitter here, bringing in Rafael Ortega, but we will keep Cabrera out there for now. As that pitch is going to hit the bottom part of the zone. 1-1 count. One thing I will say, Foley does throw a nice sinker. Judge able to take it the other way, but nobody else has been able to do much with it. That time, the 93-mile-per-hour sinker hits the bottom part of the zone. It's now a 2-2 count here to the Yankees all-star left fielder. He's going to hit one the opposite way and keep this inning alive for the Bombers. 2-out single for Oswaldo Cabrera. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and sit him down for the rest of today's ball game. Now, the question is, see, I was going to bring in Volpe, but we still potentially need an infielder. So we'll bring in Rafael Ortega.
First for the Yankees, number 71, Rafael Ortega.
All right, here's a grounder from Riley. Uh-oh, it's booted by Baez, and that's going to be an error. E6, no question. Look relatively routine, but Baez unable to make the play. Can't retire the man at second, and Riley beats the throw to first. So now Isaiah Kiner-Falefa stepping into the box, and all of a sudden the Yankees are now threatening once again here in the eighth. Ortega on second, Riley on first. 0-1 count to Kiner-Falefa. This one's going to go off the pitcher, and this time Baez able to recover and record the out. But still, Aaron Judge making his presence felt, hitting himself an oppo-boppo as the Yankees continue to mash here in Detroit.
A defensive change for the Yankees. Now playing left field, number 71, Rafael Ortega.
So I'm only going to leave Cole in to face Javier Baez one more time. He shut him down all throughout this game, and I'll give him one more chance to do just that. Wow, that one is shot to Aaron Judge in right field, but right to Aaron Judge. And that'll be the first out. So he's got 97 pitches. Should I make him throw another one? We got nothing but lefties coming up. Riley Green has made contact all day. I'm going to pitch to him. We got nothing to lose. It's a 3-2 game. You know what I mean? Look at that. We might be able to let him throw to one more batter. As Bader makes a catch in center field and has the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Akil Baddoo stepping up. We throw that one low, and it will be a ball. Cole now evens the count, back at 1. Even if he does not get the complete game, it will be very impressive to see Cole even sit here and go 8 strong innings, only giving up 2. Can he complete that? Here's the pitch to Baddoo. This one going to be fouled into the bleachers. 1-0-2 as far as pitches are concerned for Cole. Now at 2-2. Come on, Cole. That one going to miss on the inside. 3-2 count now to Akil Baddoo. Baddoo sends this one into the stands. 3-2 count will remain. How often do you see number 60 in the MLB? And how often do you see them fight like this? 8th pitch of the at-bat was fouled off. 3-2 count remains. 106 pitches on the day. It's going to be 107 now. 3-2 count remains. And what better way to end that inning and potentially what has been a great game for Gerrit Cole. 10-2 Yanks. We're headed to the 9th.
Leading off for the Yankees, the catcher, Ben Rortvedt.
All right, so that sinker is going to miss low to Ben Rortvedt. It is now a 1-0 count here in the top of the 9th. Rortvedt hits one that bounces off of Cabrera's glove, but it's going to go right to Jonathan Scope. Good awareness by the second baseman. And a good job retiring. Work good there. I think Ben only got a walk on the day. I don't think he was able to put a hit on the board. Jason Foley throws a ball right there. Loizaga is going to be ready and waiting for the rest of the way. He should be ready to go in the ninth. But we're going to try. We're going to try to get a complete game with Gerrit Cole as Harrison Bader picks up a base hit here late. That will bring up Gleyber Torres. So the Yankees doing the majority of their scoring in that second inning. If you take away that second inning, right now we have a 3-2 ball game. We've only scored 3 runs since that point. Excuse me, I forgot we got 10 now, so 4-2 it would have been. But the wouldas, couldas, shouldas, keep letting them fly, because right now Torres puts the ball into shallow right field. And now once again, something that the Tigers have probably been dreading all series. Again, Aaron Judge is going to step up to the plate with a chance to bring home more runs. And listen, man, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, if you watch our Madden Jet series, Rodgers retired after winning the Super Bowl over the Cowboys. That episode just dropped yesterday. So be sure to tap in with that. Today at about 4:30, 4:20, something like that. I can't remember the exact time, but we will be having our off-season episode. You can see all the things that happened with the Jets this off-season. Hope you all tune in with that. That's a good pitch right there that gets Judge to check his swing and not hold up in time. Remember, we got 2 outs here. Excuse me, 1 out. We do have 2 strikes against us, and now we're looking like we're going to ground into a double play. Good job by Baez. Baez had some trouble in the last inning on the field. Right there, he does it all by himself nearly as he gloves it. Steps on the bag for 1 out, and it makes a good throw to Miguel Cabrera. We now head to the bottom of the ninth.
Leading up for the Tigers, the left fielder, Gerrit Cole.
So Cole has no energy left, but I'm going to try. I wonder if I throw all fastballs while I get out of this inning a little quicker. He's out of energy. He's got nothing left. And he's still throwing Ks. This is a performance from Gerrit Cole. This is very risky, though. Don't want to have a chance of him getting hurt. That's why I'm only going to throw fastballs. The first hit or, base runner reached will result in us taking him out. Right now, we are going for the gusto. We're going to try to get Gerrit Cole a complete game. And right now, he is 1 out away from just doing that. As Aaron Judge retires that one. I said I was going to throw only fastball. Here's a changeup. That's going to lead to a strike against Eric Haas. Trying to stay away from the injury here. 114 as far as pitch count is concerned. Will 115 be the last pitch of the game for Gerrit Cole? Here it comes. That one taken. Try to get a little cute with the slider there. Let's throw him another fastball. Haas fouls it off. Haas gonna make us fight for this last out. 1-2 count. This one is smoked to left field. Ortega's got to chase it down, and he does just that. And the Yankees pull away with a dominant victory on both sides of the field. Gerrit Cole gets himself a complete game. It would have been even more beautiful as a shutout, but I am proud of him for doing that. We said that earlier in the game. These Yankee pitchers have not had many chances at complete games this season. I think Nestor Cortez has the most, if I'm not mistaken. But right there, Gerrit Cole does 2 important things. Number one, he shows that these Yankee pitchers can get through a starting lineup, even if it is the Tigers, and pitch a perfect game. A complete game, pardon me. But number 2, he definitely showed and proved that the starters can save the bullpen from having to throw pitches. Not one bullpen arm came into this game today. Complete game. 2 runs given up. It was all Yankees since the second inning as they jumped out into a 6-0 lead. Judge put a home run on the board late. That was the last time we would score. And ladies and gentlemen, that was just a great performance all around for the Bombers. 8 Ks for Gerrit Cole, 2 walks, 2 earned runs, 6 hits, 9 complete innings pitched. Oswaldo Cabrera homered and a double. He is our player of the game, 3 for 5 on the day. Giancarlo Stanton, 3 for 5 as well, with a home run and 3 ribbies, 2 runs scored as well. Aaron Judge, 2 for 5, a home run, a double, and 3 RBIs. Just an all-around standout game for the Bombers as we take a quick look at some of the stats in the box score. We drew 5 walks, very happy about that. And it was just a great performance, and we'll leave you there. We appreciate all of y'all for tapping in with us here at BYC Gaming. We'll be back soon with more content for you. I think we're going to get another Call of Duty Live popping tonight. Be on the lookout for number 34, like Shaq's number. But right now, it is all about the Bombers. Their magic number is starting to get closer as we creep closer to September call-ups. We appreciate y'all tapping in with us at BYC Gaming. I go by the name of Biz Billa, and we are gone. Peace.